Donnie Anderson, the director of the Oklahoma Bureau of Narcotics, says he's concerned about the FAIR Act. It's a proposed bill calling for reform of the way that law enforcement agencies seize property from criminals.
What's being projected is that this will eliminate law enforcement from unjustly seizing people's property. And this is specifically for the federal agencies. Absolutely not true. What this does, this just redirects the money. So they still want you seizing it, but they just don't want law enforcement to have access to it.
The bill would raise the level of proof needed for law enforcement to seize property like those pictured here, weapons, drugs and money found in operations in Oklahoma in the past few months. But it also calls for any assets to be handed to the federal government. Anderson says that could hurt law enforcement and help criminals.
I absolutely do not agree with policing for profit. Absolutely don't agree with that. But I do know that if we're going to dismantle organizations, we have to take their money because they can't operate. Now, if you take that away from law enforcement, you're enabling criminal organizations to remain at large.
Supporters say it will protect innocent small business owners and increase transparency and congressional oversight, claiming at the moment it's too easy for law enforcement to seize property. But law enforcement agencies say they're worried it will mean less money going towards local agencies.
And we're not policing for a profit. We don't work on a commission. These assets are divided up among those individuals and agencies that are involved in the seizure. We are able to fund, some things that are valuable to us with these, with these funds.
Rogers County Sheriff Scott Walton says his department has seized between $25,000 and $300,000 in property from criminals since 2019 and says those funds are important.
Without some fruits of our efforts and reimbursement, and we're spending Rogers County taxpayers' money to go do the federal government's job, to send that money to D.C. and I want somebody to tell me that's a good idea.